Ah, it did begin. It did begin. It begunneth. It's begunneth of the inn. Big. It's a big of the. I can't remember the other word. Oh, yeah, begin. It's the big of the inn. Big inn. Yes. Okay. Here we are. 3 piles. The timestamps are below. 1, 2, and 3. See ya. If you can hear gurgling, that's my hot water bottle. I wonder what other kind of gurgling it could be. Imagine someone who could like talk at the same time as gurgling, but like it's like their mouth is split into 2 pockets, so it's like you can drink water while also speaking. That'd be pretty cool. Don't you think? Okay, welcome in, pile number 1. I'm curious to see what messages are gonna come through. It feels like somewhat of an unusual presence. Or like something... like something cool is afoot. Kind of giving new life, like a spark of interest, something like that. It's kind of like ecstatic, but it's like a pocket of ecstaticness, or like a flash, or it feels like you're preparing for something. It's kind of the energy of like you're going on holiday soon, and or like it's Christmas or it's something like really exciting, and then it's the day before and you're like checking you've got everything in place just before the big sparkles. Okay, pile number 1. Yes, exactly. Always prepared. It feels like you're just about to do something exciting. Make a plan for the future, and life... I almost said, and life will give you lemons. Ooh, that felt hard to cut. That felt weird on my mouth. Okay, any more? I want to know, what do we want to know about it? Yeah, I guess just what... Okay, we'll put that as like the main dude. And then I kind of want to get like a layout. I don't usually do layouts. I don't know what the layout will be describing yet, but I'll do it. That feels like what you're experiencing. Like you don't fully know what is gonna happen next, but you know that you're excited for the progress, is what I heard. Which is like you feel a little on edge, but it's in a way that you love, because it's like the fact that you are on edge means there's something to be on edge around, because it doesn't feel like a difficult kind of nervousness. It feels more like a, this is something I really want. Or I'm really grateful that I get this experience. It's also giving me an energy of like someone going on stage to perform, and it's like a passion of theirs, like the next day or soon, but it's also terrifying, something like that. Deal with love. Ooh, and swan with grace. It's kind of giving me like a before and after feeling, but I'm not sure, so we'll keep going. Dack-dack-a-doo. Okay, they came out very easily. Red. It's red. Purple. It's purple and green and orange and more orange and green and a bit of blue and a bit of white and a bit of white and a bit of purple and a bit of blue and a bit of dark purple. I feel like I'm gonna land on a colour. And a bit of yellow. I think that's the one I'm gonna land on. I feel like that's so relevant for your message somehow, but I can't quite see how yet. That's the one I'm gonna land on. What are you landing on? I can definitely see this being a person for some of you. Like a pursuit, because love feels like, even though your current energy is what this is feeling like, preparing, like excited preparing, the like before is kind of feeling like why you're feeling prepared. And what you're looking towards is swan with grace and freedom with horse. Or horse with freedom. I kind of like that. It's instead of it being the horse has freedom, the freedom has the horse. And that's making me think of reins. You might feel a bit unsure as to who's really leading this. Like, is the universe the one deciding, or are you the one deciding? That's what the rain's message is giving me. And now I'm thinking of rain, like, I was gonna say like the thunderstorm. The thunderstorm kind of rain. And that goes with the energy of rebirth. You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have, ooh, something wanted to come in between this. So there could have been difficulty surrounding this, but the fact that you're now in preparing and good luck. Ladybird burger, as I sometimes call them. Lady, oh, look. I thought about this. I was like, oh, I kind of want to bring him into the reading. But then I didn't. And it's because it's for you. Just pile number 1. Unless what? Even, I think I did that in another reading the other day. Maybe you're from there. What's the unless? Unless. Undo. Yeah, something you've undone surrounding why you felt either that you couldn't go after this thing that you're wanting to land on, or I'm being told that's it. Okay. Cool. I feel like you're in an energy of, is that it? Like, have I done it? Is that, again, feeling of like, you know what you're about to do, but and you've got everything prepared. So you're kind of just sat there now, like, okay, now what? It's like you have to sit with the excitement or sit with the nerves. Okay. I'm not getting this yet. Other than, like, my first impression was, like, swans doing the, like, togetherness. Let's read that. The togetherness with their necks that form a heart. And at the start, not of your reading, but of when I was setting up, I thought this looked really cute. Like, this looked like a heart, but it's like a heart coochied into this heart. Okay, swan. Grace. I just wanted to say, like, Gracifer. Oh yeah, I always look for, like, the second word instead of the actual animal name. Swan, please. Cool. Love. Yeah, well, we've got a reiteration of love. Oh, instead of green, it's white. Or instead of green, it's purple. But we've got purple down here. And there is green on this. It feels quite... It's like I want to say it's reflective of your why. Like, you're seeing something accurately. But I actually want to say you're not seeing something accurately. But it's in a positive light. It's in a more positive like? Yeah, it's like you're gonna enjoy this more than you're expecting to. I'm being drawn to inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Dignity. And freedom. Maybe this will have a more freeing feeling than you're expecting. I want to get the... Like, what's the distortion? Yeah, I want to get what you're thinking it's gonna be. It's kind of giving me the energy of like, you think it's going to be like the past, and Mr. Coyote's looking to the left. Don't take things too seriously, make time for play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. And walk through life with confidence and grace. With confidence and grace, you have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. This has a similar, Black Jaguar has a, like, at least how I'm feeling now is that it has a similar energy to this freedom card. It's a very like dualistic energy that you're expecting this to have. Very light-hearted but also deep-hearted. And that heartedness feels relevant from the love card at the start. Usually I get a more, or often I get like a more sinister energy from the coyote, like watch out. But this doesn't feel like that. It feels more like the playful cheekiness. The going after what you're wanting just because of fun, for the pure joy of it. Maybe, what? I'm confused. Confusion. Yeah, you're seeing something very dualistically. But what is the energy I'm getting that it's like, it's not that there's more to it, it's that grace. And now I'm being drawn to the violin that I can hear. Grace. Maybe it's gentler of an experience than you're thinking. Like, this feels quite black and white, like extreme and potent energy. Like Coyote, I'm also seeing as like, I'm seeing people being very off-putted by it, and then Black Jaguar being very drawn into it. But the grace and freedom feel more like steady or soft. It's not softer. Swan is giving me a different energy to usual also. So there's something, it's like, you're not wrong, but what you're gonna get is slightly different. But I think it's in like a gently surprising way. It's like it fits, it makes sense, you enjoy it all the same, it's just a bit different than you had expected. But you're kind of liking that, because this freedom now is making me think it's, I had it and then I didn't have it. Or I had it and now I don't have it. Maybe there is a sense of, you thought you understood something and then there's a rehashing or a re-tangling? a re-understanding of the expansiveness or the like multifacetedness of this experience. Maybe of who you are within this experience too. Maybe you expected, okay, that's interesting. Let's see if this is more about the experience or the thing itself, if it's more of like an object, or if it's more about you, like more personal. Ooh, your relation. Okay, yeah, we're taking that one. Well, let's just check this. Owl. Yeah, I feel like you're seeing the situation quite clearly, but not yourself. Okay, that's very cool. Maybe you're seeing yourself more as the coyote and the experience more as Black Jaguar? Question mark? And with that, it would be like, you're not taking yourself as seriously as you're taking the experience or this object being. And I think that then what you'll find is like you are far more graceful than you're expecting. I felt like a more of a click with that. And with the horse, it's like, that has so much grace to it also. Maybe you're expecting, especially with the squirrel card, which feels like scruffy and like running around. They just give off like a bit here, there, and everywhere. Sporadic feeling. I wonder if that's what you're more expecting of yourself. But not necessarily that you expect to come off that way, it's just you expect to feel that way, maybe. And actually it's more of a combination of it's like a gentle power. It's a very grounded energy, even though water and I guess horse is very grounded. I don't usually think of it in that way though. There's more of that, like, you don't usually think of yourself in this way, but this experience brings out a part of yourself that let's give me a little bit more play. Well, yeah. Okay, maybe it's also like you had separated two parts of yourself, like you had separated the playfulness and the depth, like you can only experience one or the other. Like you recognize that you have both, but you see yourself more as like there's a time and a place for each. But maybe this is an experience of more blending, blending the two. I'm gonna take a sip of tea. It also could be, yeah, I think this might be a stronger message that you're expecting to be more nervous than you will be. I'm trying to relate that to the coyote because it feels... Okay, I think that's where the nervousness is coming from. It's coming from... I don't get nerves from you though. Interesting. Maybe you're just like very at peace with the fact that you think you'll be nervous. You're like at peace with your anxiety? I don't know. I had seen something. No, I don't. And now I'm seeing like the red poking out. Or I wanted to call it the butterfly. Ladybug and butterfly. They feel very similar. Let's put them together. Cute. Similar. My mind goes again to thinking like you're more similar to this experience or being than you are seeing. I'm feeling a yes from that, but I'm wanting to, like, I feel tense about that, so I feel like you still, either that's not it for a lot of you, or you just don't believe that still. I feel like that's it. And I wanted to say like a mirrored energy at the start, but it wasn't quite fitting because I think I was going to say the mirrored energy about something different. Like, yeah, I was trying to say, or I was thinking the experience is going to be a mirror of what you expect it to be, but that wasn't the message. The message is actually, no, the mirror is going to be held up to who you are. Yeah, this experience feels very, very aligned with who you are on a very deep soul level, but also a very light-hearted being level, surface being or inner being. I don't know what kind of being you are. A bee. Yeah, dog. There's a lot about just like comfortability and enjoyment. But I want to say it's like very wise enjoyment because, oh, but Ladybug isn't. But I'm getting more of like a spiritual vibe from Ladybug than a light-hearted kind of lucky energy. And yeah, Hawk Messenger, there's something of an integration of play and I'm being drawn to confidence here now. Yeah, maybe it's that energy again of like you felt it unwise to be playful perhaps, or I think you might not word it like that, but I think that that is the root. I'm gonna clear this and... I'm hearing like a no, but I can't tell if that's like from you or from my guides. Okay, it's my guides. You can put it back on the table, they say. Leave it. Okay. I want more something though. I'm not seeing... Yeah, but I feel like that's where you're at. Because that's back to the energy of, like, you've done all there is to do. Now it's just waiting for the experience to be experienced. And your sense of capability comes from... I'm hearing like a something spirit. You're like a pure spirit or like a sense of detachment. But I'm being so drawn to the eyes. It's like detachment isn't a lack of depth or a lack of love. Detachment is flow with love. Allowance of all energies that want to be experienced that perhaps with attachment you wouldn't be seeing. Yeah, it's like opening your vision, and there was an energy of that I got right from the start, something about vision, because I saw something. Yeah, I want to say again, it's like you've done it, you're ready. And yeah, I don't feel like the reading has finished. I just got told like there's like a lot more to go still. Okay, can I clean the table now then? No? Okay. Okay, this is really interesting. My guides are trying to put me in a state of being that, I don't know, it's a bit different to usual. It's like they're asking me like, look at the tape, like look at the cards and what do you see? I don't know, it's like a weird phrasing. Usually I'm more like free flow. What do you see? Okay, that's what it is. They want you to... The eyes are all standing out too. I forgot what the previous thing... And whiskers. And, okay, a lot about like fur or hair. Sensing. Something that you sense. It's like they want you to look directly at what you're seeing. What this experience is. And then look directly back at yourself. And feel the oneness of that. Feel yourself in the experience and the experience in yourself. Yeah, I'm being drawn to I was first being drawn to you can create your dreams, but there was something of like a mystery or a like a muddling, like a murky water around that made me not sure if I should say it. Not really not sure if I should, but just it had an unattainable grasp to it, which kind of goes with... Okay, so it doesn't say that, but is an aura of you maybe don't feel like you can grasp your dreams. I feel like this is this experience is so related to your dreams, or a dream, or just, it's an experience you really want to have that could come under the category of dreams. And I feel like the focus on what you really want part, yeah, okay, that's why that part was so easy for me to say. And I know I didn't say it yet, I think, but my brain knew that part was what I was going to say next. Focus on what you really want is so easy to say, because I feel like you're seeing that as focusing on the external. Like you're focusing on the experience itself being something you want to attain, as opposed to focusing on like the true dream, like the true, like the highest outcome, like the feeling that you're really, really wanting. Because I feel like you can understand that the physicality, the like practicality of this experience is within reach. Like we spoke about it, you feeling prepared, or you being prepared even if you're not completely feeling it. But I feel like there's somewhat of like a like zoning out to your part in it. It's like you're very good at seeing what's in front of you, but I feel like there might be a bit of like putting that on a pedestal. Like it's not you experiencing it that's the true value, but it's it itself. And the first thing I thought of when I read Focus on What You Really Want was like a depth of connection with this, or it was more like the mirror energy of like knowing that you deserve it, or knowing that I'm seeing this experience being different for lots of people, so I feel like I can't find the right word to fit all of them. It's like a union energy. Union with something you've wanted for a long time. There could be a bit of like solar plexus energy of confidence in your... I heard your desirability of it, but I don't think that will be relevant for everyone. But it's that essence. It's definitely that essence. It's like, can you hold this experience? Like, you can get on the stage, but how safe do you feel to really root yourself in it? To really, like, claim the stage. They said, okay, yep, that's it, now you can clear it. Okay, cool. It's as simple as that. That's what I heard. I'm kind of being shown that we might have 3 sections. So that was the first, now we'll do a second. And I wonder if this will be at all related to that, or maybe it is, but you'll have to put the in-betweens. Like, to me, maybe it sounds different. Okay, whoa, that wanted to come out fast. Something is like, this is such a faster energy, like it really picks up pace. Dragonfly magic. This feels like the experience. It feels like that was where you're at now, and this is it. This is the experience of the dream. Magic. Wow. I'm feeling an energy. Hey. That's beautiful. What was the energy? I'm getting like so much happiness right now. It's like it's like I'm being lifted into the like highest point of my head, and then behind and moving up. This might just be me, but I feel like it... Does it tie in? Goose. Yeah, there's like this thing with my throat acting up a bit. I feel like it's to do with that feeling that you're holding back. But it's like, it's not really holding back the experience. It's more like holding back your feeling of embodying the experience, or feeling like, I heard trusting of the experience. And I feel like it's that sense of trusting that it is for you. And it doesn't even have to be like a focus on that experience itself being for you, but the energy of that. It's just the energy of, you can have this, you do deserve this. Look at all these that want to come out. I'm not going to take them though. There might be something about like selectivity, and my like giddiness towards that feels relevant here too. There might be more. I wanted to say like there might be more restriction than you're seeing this experience having, but it's something that it like fuels a passion in you, or um it's comforting in some way. It makes you feel like you can ground into it more. Like one example is I keep getting the stage example, but you go onto the stage and you've, I don't know, for some reason you're carrying like a drink and you accidentally spill the drink, and why am I seeing that? Like there's something to that, the good luck. Yeah, it's actually, I'm seeing this like thunder. It's like something that maybe you're fearing is actually something that might happen, but the way you'll respond to it is actually the opposite of the fear and of itself. Like it's not the energy of like doom or disaster that you fear it to be. It's actually that feeling of grace, because from spilling the drink, it's like you took a breath, and or something in the crowd happens where it's like you feel more of a camaraderie with them. Like maybe someone else spills their drink in the crowd at the same time, and you're like, ah. There's something where you get to feel more at ease, and like it shakes off the nerves because of like something that goes wrong is what it feels like. But it's not really going wrong. It's like there's an aura of like mischief or that going wrong energy, but it's not at all feeling like going wrong. It has this bright energy to it. But the first thing that this all came from was from when I had many of the cards wanting to come out and I said no to them. So maybe there's parts of this experience, because it feels like a very open experience, like there's a lot within it. So there could be a few, like say you're wanting to have 10 things within this one experience, you may get told no, whether be like by a being or by the universe kind of thing, for 2 of them. But actually that helps you to focus more on the 8, and you realize that either you have like a slower progression with those 2 things, and that feels nourishing to you, and maybe those 2 things actually become more of like a foundation energy that is slowly building, or you realize that you didn't want those 2 things to begin with. In some capacity, it's like any fears you're having right now, I heard they won't come to pass, which is interesting for me to hear, because usually I'm not like a reader who will tell you, or like a being, a human that would tell advice of like, you don't need to worry because I'm telling you it won't happen. Like I'm more of like, okay, but where's the fear coming from? But there wants to be a sense of it's okay, and you don't really need to figure out why. I think it's because this reading for you feels like it wants to get you excited for it, even though I feel like I've been in a bit of like an up down energy surrounding it, which could be how you've been feeling surrounding it too. Let's move these. Ooh, like this actually. We're gonna get 4. Did I do 4? No, 3 on the last one. Yeah, again, see, it's like 4 down to 3. And again, like my reaction to that was really fun. It's like I found excitement in that. Yeah, something like, but we got the freedom card. I'm so confused. Yes, that's what it is. It's like, and that's where that grounded energy comes from, because something that you would perceive now to be a restriction is actually gonna feel freer. Okay. So like some sort of boundary set is gonna feel more like you can relax and expand and be more be more yourself. Maybe to do with speak. Is this to do with speak? I'm gonna get a thingy card. One sec. Don't tell pile 2 we're jumping to theirs. What's it? The insecurity surrounding. This wants to jump everywhere. That's reminding me of the squirrel card. Yeah, okay, that's why. Because I was gonna interpret this the wrong way. It's your discernment of yourself. 2. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us / ourselves from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Yes, I feel like you don't see yourself as clearly as this experience maybe sees you. Or like, if this experience you don't perceive it as being able to see you, it's like the energy that it holds does see you. It is one with you, it resonates. Like what is sight? I'm gonna do a little bit of sound healing in a moment. I've never really been drawn to the yellow in this like I am right now. I feel like my speaking, my English, has become so muddled as of late. Something, yeah, it's like the way you view yourself. Yeah, with the dragonfly energy. It's like you think that you're still in the muddled water with the lotus where you've grown from. But you've grown from there. You're the opened lotus now. And because when you look down, it's still hard to see. Like the water is still murky. But that doesn't mean that you're not the lotus outside of the water. Or the dragonfly that has... What do dragonflies start as? Tadpoles? That doesn't sound right. Little swimmy guys in the water. They're saying no, focus on this. Okay. Something about your guides too could be very prevalent, because I feel like more than usual I have been sharing what they're telling me with you. And we literally have Hawk Messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on your priorities. Yes. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Yeah, this is just that energy again of the elimination of excess. You could be someone who like takes every fail-safe, is that a word? Takes every caution to have all the backup plans needed, and maybe soon into this experience several of those backup plans get thrown out the window. Or maybe right now it's just calling you to have more focus on your desired outcome as opposed to all the other different ways that this experience could go. But it's more than... Well, I was gonna say it's more than like an intense focus on one thing as much as it is... It's more about expansive energy than it is a focused energy. Like allowing yourself to really take up space and be assured of who you know you are, who you feel you are, the resonating energy of yourself and this experience. But then, like Eyes of the Hawk, like Hawk is about focused in energy. But it's also like from above. I have the Swan card still open, but I'm not gonna look at that, but I am being drawn to Celtic and black swans. Celtic black swans, hawk. DDD. And I'm getting a stuffy energy that, oh, maybe that's I was gonna say I'm getting, this is exactly your message. I was gonna say I'm getting a stuffy energy that I get when I'm channeling like deceased or maybe lower energies, but I'm aware that it's of passed over beings. But then I just realized I have my hot water bottle on my legs, like right below my head, and the heat of that is, I think, what's causing the stuffiness. So it feels like the same or similar energy to like thinking that something is Does your mind like fill with so many different ways of approaching this experience? Because but it's like I'm also in complete silence. It's like, and I'm not feeling anxious. Oh, I actually kind of am, but it's okay, this is what it is. It's like a nervousness more in the head as opposed to in the gut or the body. It's more like, this is an interesting energy. It's like, if I were to cry from this, it feels like my crying is all within the head. I'm feeling a bit like my head is like a bullet. You have a very strong mind. Yes. And I feel like it gets murkier when it's around yourself. Surrounding or around yourself. I'm gonna read Hawk now. Ooh, orange. Is that food? What is that? I don't know. This feels like energies. This is a really hard message to channel. I can't see clearly. I think that's what you're experiencing. We literally got the discernment card. I wonder if okay, I'm really curious. I want to get a card on the experience. How do you view the experience? Because I want to see if the clarity will come then for me. That was one that was popping up before. Belief. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source and heart chakra. Yeah, this goes exactly with that energy of love at the start. The frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and body. Yet you see this as very aligned with, like, words are really hard to find. Okay, this is what the message for you is. You can see this thing very, very clearly. I feel like I don't need to explain it because you already know what it is. And maybe a part of this is... No, it's not. Okay. I was gonna say maybe the part of it is because you have different... You watching have different experiences, but that's not it. I could have described it, but my mind just... I couldn't get out anything. It's like I can see the energy completely. I can feel it all. I can feel my understanding of it, and thus your understanding of it. But I can't explain it, or I can't put it into words. This is making me... The movement I'm making with my hands feels like playing the piano. And that's making me feel like your expression may be far easier in like lower down density as opposed to the mind with like lots and lots of different words. Ah, goodness, words are so hard right now. Because you perceive things very psychically. I feel like you understand things at their like core, like throughout. You have that sight, and you understand it in your mind too. It's not just like a sense within the body. It's not just an emotion. And I feel like more than an emotion for you, I feel like you'd experience it like maybe if it is within your body, it's like a sense more than it is an emotion, I'd call it. It feels more like tinkles, like dust, but like ecstatic dust, like static than like water. Okay, let's get a bit of like more guidance. No, keep going with the message. See, there's something about connectivity to higher realms too, I feel. I think that's why I wanted to especially say that you experience life and you see life so sensically, like so psychically, because that's what you're seeing in this experience. You're seeing like the grandness of its, I heard potential, like the way it moves, or the expression it takes. You see it as very mystical or very like soulful, full of life. But it's like, it's a special kind. Okay, yeah, maybe that's it. Simply, you see it as magical. And I think that's why the message was coming through, because you're that too. Okay. What are the messages? Okay, yeah. How do you see it? Because that's just going to be who you are, but I feel like when there will be a card that comes out around this experience, how you see the experience, you'll be like, yes, I do see it like that. And then it might take you a moment to be like, oh wait, that's me too? But it's not like that. It's you. Who are you? Who are you? Yes, who are you? It's like the card doesn't want to come out. And I'm now visualizing like a whole spread of cards coming out. It's like you recognize it within yourself, but like not on the external of yourself. It's like you know that you resonate with this energy, but you can't like rationally see how it expresses itself within more like mundane life, maybe, or within like maybe this is it. It's like it doesn't express itself for you in the same way that it expresses itself within this experience, and you can't see the lineup, the tie between the two, how they are the same thing, but yes, how it is for you. Okay. That's how I'm gonna keep this discernment out. The next spread will be how it expresses itself in you. Do we want to do, I'm thinking, is it going to be easier to do like comparison? We'll see. We will see. You will see. Yeah, it goes back to this vision, I think. The way you visualize, or the way you experience itself. It's in a different way, but the actual, like, it's like the senses it goes through, and like in and out, the way you perceive reality. It goes back to the same core. It just has different filters in and out. It's like you arrive at and from the same place. Okay, so what is the way you experience magic? Okay. You want to pop out again, do you? I embrace my transformation. Yes, this is so mental energy. Oh, prediction. I bet you can heavily predict outcomes. Okay, this is making sense. I feel like the experience is more of like a psychic energy in that water, maybe, or within like gut instinct, whereas yours is more within prediction. Like you see patterns, you understand like the way things work, and thus what is the most probable outcome. Dragonflies have like a 97% success or 98% success rate of catching their prey, which is like the highest in like all of animal kind, possibly. Do correct me on that. And it's because they have such intelligence that they predict the trajectory that the flies are going to move in, or the creatures that they eat. I don't know exactly what they eat. And then they're able to maneuver accordingly. But it's like the rapidity, the speed at which their mind calculates is so fast. Full stop, I guess. My throat. I'm gonna move my hot water bottle to my feet instead. And drink some tea. I'm being drawn back to the lotus. It's kind of making me think of Buddhism. I actually heard like Tibetan Buddhism. Because I think it's honoring your more maybe grounded approach to spirituality, that belief card. It's like, I feel like what you share is a belief in higher or like an experience of higher and a living through the heart. It's like just the way you process that is so different. Okay, I want to see more maybe like how they, or this. It's hard to believe that this is not another being that is similar to you. But I think that's a part of it. It's like, because the energies of you and this experience resonate so as one, that's why it's hard for me to separate. Whee! La 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 la. Peacock vibrancy. Yeah, I feel like this experience is so much more like on like okay, let's get another card. Like, what is the thing that's on display? Because it feels like there's something that is far more like noticeable about what this is on about for you. It's like yours is an internal processing, but the peacocks like dance their dance. They make it so clear. In fact, it's so clear that they're like calling out for the attention, or it doesn't have to be attention, but like I heard like their masks are all out for like everyone to see. Now practice humility. Now I just heard like fragrancy, the way you love. Your experience of love. Because I feel like yours is... I keep thinking like it's more internal, but I think that's not representing it well. It's also like... I'm really curious because I feel like your mind is so fast that it's silent. It's like... I'm bringing that with the love energy. It's like... your mind is almost emotional. Like, you experience love through your mind and your sight, your understanding. It's like instead of embodying it in your entire body, it's like your brain gets to experience everything. You still have a body, and it still is the actual one too. I mean, I guess the brain is the body, but yeah, even like dragonflies, it feels like everything is towards the front or the head, which is that energy I said of head of the bullet. Like your head is the gear, but maybe you feel like it shouldn't be. You feel like your heart should be in your chest as opposed to in your head. It's like this experience like exudes that love from like their aura, like seeing the feathers as that expression. It's like the outside of them, it's like their external expression makes it so abundantly clear, but for you it is yours too, because look at that, it's like diamond. It's like crystallized, rainbow looking. Look at that, it's so intricate. I hope there's not... You know what, actually, I hope there is glare. Glare is like extra sparkles. I just heard myself say in my head, okay, that's it for your reading. Now I'm scratching my right leg on the knee. Knees can speak of change. Yes, it's like time to go. I feel like that is it. I've finished your reading, but it just feels like it... I was gonna say ended on a weird note, but in my head I said ended on a perfect note. Okay, it ended on a perfect note, guys. I feel... I don't need to say that. Crown and prosperity want to pop out. That's wonderful. A prosperous mind. Okay, or like approximate, like approximating like dragonflies. Although I feel like theirs would be far more decisive than approximation. Maybe I don't know what the word approximation means, at least not in this headspace. Headspace? Space! In head. Yeah, that's... Your brain feels so much like a galaxy within a single mind. So it's like there's so much going on, but actually it feels serene, or it feels... In my head I went, wonderful! And now I'm thinking of Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, it's like so many different worlds available to you, but I heard like, but you don't go to any of them. It's like you're the experience of all of it, because it's like this... I heard tangibility. There's this energy to you that's so zoomed out, even though I feel like you're the most zoomed in. I keep getting that. It's like... It's like I understand your energy the most, and yet I have the least understanding of it too, but I was actually going to say the least ability to express it. And with that energy, there's an energy of like, what do I do? Is there more to this reading? No, okay. But that feels that feels like there's more. But I think that that's literally your message. There's no more. It's okay to feel all that you're feeling within that bullet brain of yours. Emotionally processing through the mind. Okay, I'm getting stuck on that. What was the original thought? Yeah, that it's done. Because you're okay in the way you are. Okay. There's like a sense of like, there's time. I actually meant to say it's time. But there's also an energy of like, when the time will be, it will be. Because I kept felling. That's making me think of like felling wood. I kept feeling like there was a set time that this experience was going to happen at. That's what I think probably especially made me keep thinking of the stage example, because it's like a concert is at like a specific time. Okay. Yeah, that's your reading, pile number 1. See ya! Oh, I'm already holding pile 2's. But I have pile 1's deck on my lap that I'll put away. Welcome in, pile number 2. Ooh, the belief card wants to pop out, as well as fertility. 2, 7, 9, 2, 1, 1. Okay, let's see what cards you've got. I'm being really drawn to the back of the deck and like the deep blue of it. That's making me think of the ocean, but maybe more like sea. Sea. Change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Cool. Perception. These two feel so similar to me. They're both squares, but with like, I felt like an like octagonal or like rectangle, some sort of like strange combination of shapes wanted to come in instead of circle. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and take a good, hard, deep look at it. My brain went to like look elsewhere then. It could be, and I want to put these like this instead. Things feel a little all over the place for you, but I feel like you're managing them step by step and easily. Okay. Cosmic Flower 18, another 9. Oh, and this one was 8. The frequency of Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. I'm not getting a clear message yet. Conception. I feel like you're getting very unordinary cards, which makes me think of a lot of newness. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin. The 2 cards about origin, and I did say these first 2 felt very similar too. 2, the number 2 could be significant. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space, and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. I'm getting a ringing in my left ear. That could be significant for some of you. Throat chakra. And Gaia at the back. There feels like a lot wants to be spoken. And I feel like you're doing it fluidly. My throat was acting up before and I thought that that was just me, but it's so clear here, so it was definitely just pile ones. Yours feels very fluid. Some of you, that's okay. Some of you are from pile one, I can feel. And that just shows that you've already processed through those energies, or it wasn't so significant for you particulars for that pile anyway. Okay, that was just a side note. I want to get different cards for you already. I'm kind of feeling like getting two. Like, ooh, this feels like forming a bridge. Something strong about what's next, but it's like what you're creating. Oh, it's like what you're creating in the works, though. I want to read the perception card again, and I'm looking at those letters so peculiarly. There's really something about like unordinary. But maybe it's not unordinary, it's just new. And these two feel very like open, and these two feel very closed. Like square versus like no shape. Oh, okay. Maybe instead of square, it's just shape and no shape. Masculine and feminine. Whee! Lynx, keeper of secrets. Hoo. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others as secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Ooh, that last sentence really stood out to me. In silence and solitude, yeah, it was less of the in silence and solitude, but it was more just, you will find your strength. You will find your strength. Change, perception, cosmic flower, and conception. I feel like that can be read very fluidly. Like you're changing your perception of where you were birthed, of your origin, of the essence of your creation, because this feels somewhat to do with creation or expression. It's like what comes out of you, where does that come from? It's like you're understanding your expression, and you're doing that through understanding. It's like it can go either way. Either you're understanding the expression more, which helps you relay back and go back into where that came from, or you're understanding like where you come from, and thus the essence that is dribbled into your creations. I'm being even drawn to the square at the back of the links. It's like you're sat in, like, in your place. You're in your place. Yeah, because there might have been a sense of feeling like you needed to change, and now it's like the change is coming naturally because you're understanding that you are already the right shape, and now you're getting to understand what that shape is. Because you may have long felt this, like you wanted to understand what shape you are, but because you thought that you were the wrong shape, you didn't get to understand it. That made sense before I started getting to the end of it, or the actual message part of it. I think there could be a lot of recognition of more of your femininity, because I'm getting the sense that you are more shapeless, and that is your shape. Yeah, I guess that's that unordinary, the unordinary energy too, is like you are the unordinary energy. And yeah, intuitive, it's like now you're trusting that your flow was always your flow, your experience, the way you express yourself your creations, they were already perfect. Or less than saying perfect, it's like they were already expressions of you. So I'm getting an example of someone trying to draw and you're trying to find your style, but you're not recognizing that what you're already drawing is yours. It's already your style. There's something to do with that. It's like you were trying to grow, but now you're releasing the desire to grow, and it's kind of contradictory feeling, I feel like. It's like it's simpler and more like you're recognizing the kind of flower that you are, and thus what your needs are, what soil you need, what water you need, or what, I don't know, poison you need. There's cool flowers out there, I'm sure. Maybe you are acknowledging that you need something that is often perceived as negative or like evil or poisonous. And maybe it is perceived as that because to many it would be, but you are this special breed of flower. Or gerbil. Gerbils could be significant. Happiness. Yeah, you're finding your breed of happiness. And I think it may have been a desire of yours for a long time that I saw it and then I didn't. Success, shaman, raven, play. Yeah, it's like you perhaps for a long time had a desire, but you then came to believe that that was unhealthy and that you should be trying to change that desire. And this change feels more like a homecoming, as in you did once change, and now you're changing your perspective back to, actually I can have that, or actually that is just me. That's not unhealthy or poisonous, that's just the way I want to experience life. That's just the way I want to create, or what I want to create. Or maybe who I want to create. Do we want another card? I think we don't. Yeah, the happiness card really wants to come out though. I think we'll read that. And the sea turtle with protection. Yeah, it's like finding your flow, your divine rhythm. Because the turtle energy can speak a bit about like carrying your home with you, like a bit of the home is where the heart is where the home is. Yeah, I feel like it's more like heart is where the home is in this case. Heart is where the home is, and I can't see how that expresses itself at all right now. And that's that energy. It's like I feel like you were trying to place something or place yourself, but you're seeing that it's not needing to be placed, and maybe changing your understanding of understanding itself. I feel like it's not that, it's more normal. More understandable. It's simply changing your perspective on something. I'm being really drawn to the beak, but the head and the jaw too. What nourishes you? And super the red eye. I feel like it's almost scary to a lot of people. Like your eye, your soul, who you naturally are, where you come from, what you therefore express, or like at least an essence that flows from you into your expression. It can be off-putting, scary to others. And I feel like that is what made you so vigilant, or made you change your mind about its okayness. Because to you, I feel like it's gentler. It's like your experience of the color red is actually orange. It's not really potent to you. Or maybe it's just it's not poisonous to you. And I feel drawn to say there are others of your kind. There's such a flow of this energy. this reading. Like a very, very gentle, like a homecoming feeling of like, oh yeah, I was okay all along. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are loved and that recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Yeah, that uniqueness wants to poke out. Also, I got the energy of a couple examples that it could be that you feel like you need more solitude, and that is something that has been perceived as negative by others, and you're remembering that that's more part of you, that's healthy for you. And I also saw that in the flip side of you want closer connection, and maybe that's been painted as like codependence or over-reliance or just unhealthy in other ways. And now again you're remembering, actually that's just who I am, that's what I love. There's an essence of like, what do you love? And why do you love it? And the answer is because it's you. I want to say for a couple of you, maybe, you might feel drawn to Power 1 also. Because there's a similar message, but this one is just way easier to flow out. Which makes me feel like it is a creation. It's something you're already doing. Or this is a process that is... You're not in your head about it. It's something you're integrating very fluidly. This is a knowing that has already come to you or is being birthed. There's no block in the road of the experience of this. The understanding or the integration of this energy of now you can be yourself because you realize that you can. There's something about the journey you took also. And that's all I need to say about it. There's an energy here of a comfort in the silence. It's not like I feel like I have to try and explain anything or get anything out. There's just an ease with yourself. I feel like you feel very at peace with yourself and with the extension of that self. I'm being drawn to sacred and keep. Yeah, it's like, I heard this time you'll keep it, or this time you'll keep it sacred, or this time you know that what you're keeping is sacred. Sacred is what you shall keep. You're keeping it sacred. that makes me think of like a catchphrase like keeping it cool or keeping it, I don't know, a youthful energy. You know is what I want to say with this. You know. You're already experiencing. This feels more like a gentle reflection of what you're going through or what you already know that you are becoming more aware of, or what you've already come into awareness of. I just feel like there wants to be a bit of like praise to all that you have gone through or all that you are now experiencing. I like that. Praise in just simple being. I'm keeping him out. Here's a little dance. It's like the happiness is what's making them dance. Flower. I actually heard that a bit like flower as in the food. Oh, that felt kind of trippy to tap into. Making food with flour. And now suddenly I feel like the air has gone cold. And I'm seeing this a bit like a volcano, or like smoke. Cold and hot and cold. No, it's more about creation, I think. I just got a sense of some of you may feel really connected to reptilians. Take that as it resonates. Or reptiles. I actually tried to say reptiles. I was seeing images of reptiles, but reptilians wanted to come out. Oh, let's see if this deck has anything to say. There's a reptilians card in this. Oh, mantid, kind of close. Oh, I love mantid energy. I wanted to say fae for this. I don't usually call them fae. Fairies. Fae. Yeah, fae feels so much gentler and wholer. Mosaics could be significant. Oh, there's a... You guys are really tapped into yourselves, I think. I'm seeing lots of like past life imagery. Or just like history from my point of view. There doesn't really want to be more, but there also does. Hee hee hee. I guess we'll keep her there. Her there. Okay, so maybe there are particular mantid and fae beings, or maybe it's the word fae. Like, oh, fae. I just heard that. It's like a peach feeling. Fae. Like an adjective. Fae. What does that... I feel like there's a meaning of that. That's like fair. Oh, fair is actually in that. Fair eyes. Mantid. Yeah, it's like there's a potency to you that can be very misunderstood. And the truth of it is lighter. Or maybe it is the lightness of you that feels so daunting to many others. Yeah, I feel like that's more it. It's your ability to exchange... Oh, I heard like exchange information in fluid ways, or exchange information... It's the way that you process your reality. It feels very non-attached in... I'm getting more into pile one's energy again. I heard a mini confirmation click at that. I think it's reminding me of just the simple energy of you are really hard to understand for most people. Or it's maybe just more like it's hard for this realm, or the realm that you're currently experiencing, to understand you. Because maybe it's like where your pieces come from aren't here. So I literally can't say any words that would resonate with the energy that you experience. Yeah, because this fairy's energy is making me think of elusivity, and mantid too. It's like, where do you really come from? Or like, who actually are you? Fairies too, it's like they can be painted, like fairies can be just like cheeky energy or they can be loving, but there's also a lot of depiction of them being, you know, more malevolent or plain old naughty. It's like you cross the barrier of conventionally accepted. It's making me think of a conversation I had like the other day, and someone told me that it was the first time anyone had told them that they enjoy death. Or maybe to rephrase that, I expressed that I enjoy death. And that's not a very commonly accepted thing. And it's like this energy of, again, it's like, because I see it so much lighter, it's less potent to me. It's more of that like diluted energy. So maybe there's an essence of I was gonna just say this, that it's feared. It's not necessarily that they don't, and it is. It's feared, or you're feared. Your energy is feared because it's not understood. Because it's seen as darker than it is. It's like your extreme lightness is what is perceived as dark. I like that. Yeah, it could so be your happiness too. It's like if you can find happiness with a volcano erupting. Like, I'm seeing this puffin like looking down like, what the hell? So it could have been in the past that you almost pressured yourself into feeling like it wasn't okay to be at ease. Because maybe no one else was at ease, so why should you be at ease? But there's a homecoming back to that feeling that you know, the feeling of life that you know. The feeling of deep within your soul. It's not even deep within your soul. I feel like the soul in and of itself can be perceived as so much like darker or elusive, but actually it's just like there in plain daylight. It's everything. It's abundantly clear. Like a soul is not something difficult to tap into. It's like it's so apparent. It's so all that you are, and so easily perceived that makes people think they can't see it because it's so easy to find. It's like, surely it's not that easy. You may have had a lot of projection onto you, which may have made you feel like you needed to like downplay your love of life. For some of you, your love of exploration. I think it's because you have a deep understanding of surrender and trust. We got two very like connected to like, I want to say like far out energies, but it's different. It's like psychic energies. As opposed to, maybe I'm thinking of like a lion that is very aware of its own tribe. What are they called? They're not called tribes, are they? It's not a pack of lions. What are they called? I must look up. Lion. Pride. Okay, maybe the word pride is significant. Yeah, maybe others viewed you as being proud in a negative way as opposed to an open, loving way. Yeah, your strength. It's like they painted your strength to be a weakness. And I feel like it's as simple as the strength of love. But maybe it's more tuned for you to happiness or bliss or ecstasy. Or maybe it's gentler than that. Maybe it's just a quiet knowing. A soft energy of always feeling nurtured. A connection to more than singular life, or maybe a connection to only singular life. It's like the wave you are on is a grander wave as opposed to getting swept up by the smaller currents. Like you're connected to the entire ocean, which was what I said about the dark blue, wasn't it? Or was that pile 1? I feel like that was you. Anyway, see, the ocean is being highlighted here. Maybe something about like you don't know which ocean you're from. And what I was going to say was you feel connected to the entire ocean as opposed to just a fragment of it or the rivers flowing into it. Yeah. You feel connected to your core, and others can sense that power and perhaps try to box it and ground it or chain it or make you forget it, make you hate it or fear it. Yeah, it's more like make you fear it, make it go away. And the reflection of this reading is, again, that congratulations that you're remembering. It's more like a celebration than a congrats. Maybe both. That you're finding it again, and you're feeling your resonance with who you are more in your entirety. And I'll end your reading holding up this card, I think. I don't actually know where to hold it. Okay, pile number 2. Namaste, I love you, and see ya in another, or see ya in another, in another what? Exactly. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, that's interesting. Welcome in, pile number 3. I saw a little set of cards I have here. They're not written yet. I saw it as selenite for you. I feel a bit out of it already with your energy. Or like super attuned. Unicorns. They want to go over here. They want to play. This is a spread I heard of what? Hey, reptilians. I wonder if any of you are from pile 2. There feels like a lot of crossover in this reading, especially these readings. And the fact that you're 3 makes me feel like this is the most crossover. And that doesn't actually need to be true, but there's an energy at least of that within your field. Crossover. Crossing over? I heard Earthwalkers. I think that's what they're called. Or skin walkers? I don't know. There's something, like, I think people perceive them as dark entities. Is this a, what do you call them? Like a theory? A something theory? I'm forgetting my words. Okay, so unicorns, reptilians, and Mintaka. It's a very strong energy, but like, ooh. Sirius B. It's a very clear energy. I don't mean clear like white or pure. I just mean clear like it's in your face, but it's very receiving. I think you hold... This is like the keys to something. Ooh. It dropped in a weird spot. I just got an image of like someone on a spaceship being dropped on Earth. Like, here you go. I'm dropping you off here as I go to this other planet. Have fun. I'll be back in 5 lifetimes for you. No, don't want that one. Consciousness. This is like, what are you aware of? And it's like stretching you beyond your current understanding of why you are the way you are. Why you are where you are. I feel like there should be another word in that, like a conjoining word, which is going a bit to that energy of 3 of a connectivity. Yeah, there's a strong essence of you connect many. And my mind was like going to try and find like specific things or like a specific category. There might be. It feels quite to do with healing, but in a non-conventional way, like not typical healing. It's like healing through what you remember, or healing through the way you understand life. It feels like not directionally healing, but like innate healing. Okay, so consciousness. No, yes, shus, nus. Scrumptious, something tasty. I swear there's so much crossover in this in this video. Some of you could have to do with cooking, like what you cook for others, and I feel like that could go into many things. Yeah, many things are here. And you hold the pile, you hold the collection of them all. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up, so that we can include them in our reality. I probably should have read that first, right? Yeah, that describes the energy pretty well. And Earth wanted to pop out, and there's that imagery of like dropping you on Earth. So this could definitely be a strong reading of like, why are you on Earth? Why are you on the planet that you're on? Okay, so why? Why are you? Okay, the animals deck. Perception. Because you hold a very unique perception based off all that you are made up of. From all the other planets you've traveled to, from all the different experiences that your soul has experienced to create your current self, your current soul. That is, I had like an individual footprint. That is an energy that no one else has. And you wanted to collaborate with all the other energies that are present within your space, or within what you choose to be your space, within however long of an extent you want to span this reading as reflecting for. Like, a lot of you might say a lifetime. Okay, cards. Okay, so why are you where you're at? Do we want to see... No. I was going to ask, do we want to see where you're at? This is... I feel like it's very obvious. Like a lifetime or a planet. Happiness. Why are you here? To be yourself. to enjoy what you enjoy. Because your unique flavor of... something about food. So your unique flavor... I was trying to say that a different way. It's like your unique flavor is the unique flavor that you taste. In other words, like all that you taste, that you love, is a very specific experience of that one thing. So like, say one person cooks 10 cookies and those 10 cookies are identical. The experience of those identical cookies, well, we'll say quote unquote identical. The experience that 10 different beings have of that one individual cookie is gonna be completely unique. And so your like collaboration with your own personal cookie, which can be seen as this planet or this lifetime or all that you experience within this lifetime. I feel like for a lot of you it's the planet and all that resides as it. I feel like I did not finish my sentence there. Taka. Why are you here? Oh, maybe that's specifically to do with Mintaka also, the happiness, because that's to do with water also. And Mintaka is very much to do with water. To my knowledge. Yeah, something about the knowledge you have. I feel like there could be a very strong reference to specific past lives that you have, or specific places that your soul really resonates with, and a desire to weave threads between that and this. For example, if you resonate with being from Draco, then bringing the energy of Draco and forming a collaboration with Earth. It's like befriending each other as a larger scale through the smaller scale. Like, I presume when I think about who I'm talking to in this video, I'm not really thinking of like the entirety of Draco, but I might be speaking to individuals who are a part of that weaving consciousness. So it's like, yes, Draco, but also no Draco. Or whatever expression, wherever your soul is from. Okay, those reptilians went to hummingbird miracles. Woohoo! Dinky dinky dink. I'm not really, birds could be significant. Flying reptilians. Ooh, yes. I like that. What was I gonna say? I feel like the words aren't significant this time. Usually I like to look at the words. Ooh, 2 want to come out for unicorns. Ching ching. Something about like making a profit from unicorn blood. That's what I'm thinking. I wasn't even going to say the blood part, but that wanted to come through. Prosperity. Yes, prosperity. Abundance and good fortune from sacrificing the unicorns. Okay. I love you, unicorns. Don't come for me. Or do come for me. Okay. Owl and dragon. I need to have a look to see if this is in view. It is not. It is kind of. I'm noticing like the reptilian, I feel like, is what wants to connect a lot. Or I guess it's like that. Sirius B feels like the founder. I feel like a lot of you might have like planned this adventure, this lifetime, or this collection of lifetimes on the planet you're at from when you were in Sirius B, experiencing or as Sirius B. That's cool. So we have reptilians, dragon, owl, hummingbird, otter, mintaka, unicorns, and Sirius B, and consciousness. Yeah, it's like your consciousness. Where does that reside? Like in this present moment, feel the connectivity of where you perceive yourself to be and where else you perceive yourself to be. Something about like exchanging of contracts. And you can perceive that word contracts in many ways, but the way I'm seeing it is like, how am I seeing it? It's more than a collaboration that has been decided upon. It's belief. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source and romantic love. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of conscious lover. Yes, this feels like all that you're from, all that you resonate with the energy of as a soul is being a conscious lover of where you feel you are now. And it goes back to that energy of like happiness. And there's so much joy in the hummingbird card too. I'm really curious because it's like dragon and owl have such a mystic energy of like power, or like I heard like placeholder, like they are placeholders. And I really think it's like what's being shown on the throne is your happiness, what you love to do, what you love to experience, who you are being expressed at its highest. But it's all coming from, I heard the desire to unite, but it's like that's not where you're from though. There's a feeling of like, what is it? Unyielded power? I'm thinking of Athena to do with the owls too. There's a lot of like wisdom and power, like the power and wisdom within the simplicity of experience, of your highest experience, of what you most want to experience. Like me saying that this was like an adventure, planning this adventure for you feels so prevalent because, or feels so suitable because it feels like that's really what you intended it to be, an adventure, fun. You intended this to be exactly what you want it to be. And that is where the wisdom comes through. That's what you wanted to not only experience, but share and like spread tenfold. Or maybe more than tenfold. But 10 cookies, so, 10 could be significant of a number. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. It feels so much like teacher energy, but it's not teacher, it's more like the imprint you leave. It's grander than teacher. Teacher makes me think like you're having a direct connection that is influential to specific beings, but this is so much more of a weaving of everything. Like everything feels this. Not just like everything within your area or everything that sees you or sees the expressions that you express, the creations that you create, but it's everything. Like everything feels this adventure of yours. It's like a trailing power. I don't really want to use the word power here, even though it fits. I feel like maybe I'll do light language for this actually. Yeah, it's like the roots. It's not just the flowers or the tree, it goes so deep. But it's like, it's so deep that it's not even at all deep, because it's just there. It's everything, it's just present. Like nothing is deeper or lighter, or there's no direction. There just is. And I feel like your isness, it's like it's almost like you have so much direction, as in you are in so many different directions, that almost makes it easier for you to detach from any one of those directions, because there's just so many anyway. Something about frills. I heard the great lark. Maybe that's significant change. You got miracle twice. That's beautiful. I love that. I love miracles. But yeah, it's that energy of like, what is a miracle? Like in infinite existence, what is a miracle? And what is change? Because it feels like you are the essence of change. When I first put it down, it was like that same reiteration of there's no one direction, because it's all direction. Belief again. 11:33. 29 maybe. 12:17. Fire the creations. Fire the creation. I the grana and the creation can create. At will. Fire at will. Shapeshift at will. I like fire at will. Cosmic heart, and it does not say cosmic heart. It's a cosmic heart now. Yeah, the great cosmic heart, or maybe just your great cosmic heart. Because this feels like I don't want to take it so far out into everythingness actually, or at least now I want to come back to not the experience of all that is, but just the experience of less than is. The experience of lacking every direction, the experience of focused direction, of what is the limitation that you are experiencing right now, the perceived limitation, the perceived experience of you outside of all. What makes you thrive? Dynamic. I love that. And I don't want to read it, but it feels like you're experiencing reality in, like, I heard the threads of layers, like all the threads of layers that the threads, you're experiencing reality as threads of different layers, or as many threads and as many layers, and understanding the freedom in that, the The ability to go in any which way you desire. To follow what you really want. To what you already feel you have, but yet feel somewhat that you are not. That you don't have. That which feels just like you, and yet also feels far and like you are not it. Where you've come from. There's no more there's no more to it than that. Where you come from. Where do you come from? But you don't need to answer that. You're already where you're coming from, okay. You're already where you're coming from. That's the hot water bottle. Seeing the simplest of interactions and not needing to go beyond what they are. This is feeling very much like the choice to remain ignorant because ignorance is bliss. The choice to experience separation, and with separation the interconnectedness that can be seen, can be perceived. It's like you're choosing to experience perception. I just heard something like, "You are the star in my eye." I don't know what that means, but it is bringing me to the 17 star card in tarot, crown chakra. I wish it was the third eye, because then it would have been like the star in your eye. Ugh, why does life work out the way it does? The weird way it does? The wiggling way it does? Yeah, something about like wiggliness. You're perceiving reality as more wiggly. More room for wiggle room? More room for wiggle dances. More room to wiggle. Wiggle jiggle. To flutter, to fly. It's like you're remembering that not only can you fly forwards, but you can also fly backwards. And maybe you can fly, full stop. Integration. You're going to where you're coming from, but you're experiencing I think it's just that you're experiencing other than that. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. You're feeling like it's safe to be. Because finally you don't need to be. It's a choice. It's not because it's in correlation with your own love of life. It's like, because you're safe, you get to love life, but actually the reason you feel safe is now because you do love life. Because you have a deeper understanding of what life is, or why life is. Maybe not why life is, but why your life is, or not all, just I feel like your understanding or the perspective that you're shifting through is that life can mean what you want it to mean. Or life can be what you want it to be. There's a lot about creative was gonna say creative freedom, but it doesn't, I don't want to say freedom. Say cool. Creative, okay, give me the word. The frequency of create, it does not say that. The frequency of the creative chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. See, I looked at owl like that was the creative, and then I looked at dragon and was gonna say the power, but I didn't say it. But the card said it for me, so it's fine. Which feels like your energy of like, you didn't trust, but your being was still led, or your being still experienced the same experience that it would have had you trusted. You're understanding more that no matter what you think, everything is okay. I think you're feeling like if you fall, you'll be caught. Or if you fall, it's like an endless falling that you can learn to fly during. Or that falling is fun. Because there was never a ground to begin with. Or maybe everything was ground. I like that. The inability to fall because everything is still. There's nothing to fall from or fall into. Or there's only everything to fall from and into. I was gonna say, well, I'll end on the card that I get out, and I was also wanting to end on love. Okay, pile number 3, that has been your reading. Slash all 3 piles for those of you who experienced the 3. Hey, where did he go? Where did it go? I don't know where it went. My heart has disappeared. But it is there nonetheless. I presume. I mean, maybe what I can't see I don't know exists masculine. Reptilians. Okay. Okay. I feel like saying dribble. I don't know why. Dribble. Dribble, pibble, gibble. Flibble. Flobble. Gobble. Hobble. Hobbling. Hobber? What is a hobber? I feel like that should be a good word. Or that is a good word and should be a word. Where's my deck gone? I guess I can turn the video off now. Ah! What's happening? My moves? My moves, they're handling on their own. Yes, exactly. You're trusting that you can handle your moves, and thus you can have your moves handle your... What was the other way? Yes! Yes! Oh, okay, it's not about the cards, it's about... Oh no, he bent. Oh, is this my Lynx card? Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. I can now start to tell my favourite card apart. From all the cards, I'll be like, oh, that's the Lynx card. And maybe this one wants to come out for the reading. But I love that. It's like my favourite card is identifiable. And it goes so well with your reading. Your favourite card is identifiable. And you get that. That's okay. That's not... It's like that, like, overpower. Like, other people might view that as too much power. Like, they should all be the same. I should not be able to understand them all. But I love that I can understand this is my favourite one. From inside and out. Back and front. I can tell some of you are from pile, I can't remember what it was. I think it was pile 1. Could have been 2, because that message felt so like one of the true desire. But desire was so ingrained in this one too. It was pile 1 that I was that there was a specific energy from that. This is not my favorite one. Fox, clever. Oh, I love this energy. Okay. Patience. Have patience. Nobody has patience. Nobody should have patience. Patience is the devil's work. Oh no, I'm getting into my like tired hyper energy. Okay. Okay, I will shut off and roll around in my room. With maybe I'll do that with the Link's card showing, because that sounds kind of fun. Where are you, Link? Wait, I should get him from the opposite. Okay. Yes. Yang. I forgot that some people do readings like this. They go, oh, I'll take you, and you, and none of you are Links, so I won't take any of you. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. My brain was so dumb then. It was seeing it like, because I held the card when I was seeing the crease like upright and the crease was on the bottom right, I was only looking at the bottom right of these cards, even though they could be flipped upside down. Where are you looking that is upside down? Ah! Oh, the heart is moving. Oh yeah, I didn't even write any of the well, I didn't write any messages. I didn't say any of the messages surrounding the heart that begun like this, and then I think pile 2, I think I flipped it for pile, did I not move it for pile 2? Was pile 1 and 2 both in the same position? I don't know. Knowing is not of mine. I can't find my Link's card. Ah! Maybe I'll keep them like this. I feel like I'll have 2 psychic of a dream state if I do that. I had a very psychic dream last night, and I believe the primary, that's too hard to explain, but I slept with a pear beside my head. And so if you want psychic dreams, get a pear and sleep with it. Okay. Wait. Okay, this is fun. I want to shuffle them first. Oh, you know what? Let's do it like this. I want to get them all out. Oh no, that's cheating. Look which one came out. Consciousness. I was trying to like say, hey, let's get them all like to fall out like that. But the one that came out didn't fall on the table. It fell on the floor. I think maybe that's a very fun idea to do like an intentional reading, but it's not a reading, it's just messages. Like I can do 3 piles, or like however number piles wants to come through, or it's not really coming through, is it? It's decided upon, however many piles there wants to be. I just do anything within them. Instead of it being like a reading, it's like you still have to be the one to interpret what I'm doing and saying. I kind of love that. It can be like a practice your intuition, practice your your reading energy, your abilities. Watch me fly. I feel like I still love cards though. I can still use cards, but not intentionally. Not normally. Oh, I guess I'm not sleeping with these like this because I'm putting them away already. Okay, I really, really want to know if any of you took like a really cool message from all of this. Because I feel like I like half got a couple, but I didn't say them, and I only half like processed them. Not for me to know. Ah! Or maybe for me to know, but if I rewatch this at some point. Whee! Maybe for me to know then. Oh, that's like a very spud-ticular colour of green. Malachite, not malachite. Okay, malachite could be significant for some of you. But I was seeing moldavite. That's what it... Oh, I love moldavite. I don't have a moldavite yet. I'm so gonna get a moldavite and be really happy at some point in my experience on Earth. Oh, I'm remembering a past life. Who is here? Because I'm just like speaking about my own life. I feel like I slept with a pear last night. I don't remember what I was going to say. Something cool about a past life I just saw of when I had a really big moldavite that I loved. Maybe you, soul watching here, maybe you were that moldavite. Or a collective. Maybe the collective of all of you watching were my dear moldavite crystal. Singular? I was trying... The way I phrased that needed to have an S at the end. Tiger. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold, I am brave, mighty forces come to my aid. Okay, this is all flowing so well from the fact that... Hey, puffin card. Puffin, puffin, puffin. That because since you're reading, since they're like reading part, because that was about joy, and this was joy for me. Raccoon! Yes, raccoon is my joy. See, if I had like been able to consciously choose a favorite card, it would be raccoon. But my actual favourite card is still Lynx. Where are you, Lynxie? But Black Jaguar is so cool. Yeah, let's go through the whole thing. I need some tea. What is this? I'm gonna keep going though, so you know, I don't know. Fun. Okay, so raccoons are the best. I'm just so out of it. Okay, raccoons. Oh, let's order them. Okay, raccoon. Yeah, dog is pretty good. Unicorn definitely better than dog, but nowhere near as good as raccoon. It's pretty damn good. Should I do the card? Or yeah, I feel like I'll do the card. Like how good the card is, not how good what is actually in the card, or the creature itself, or the message. That one's pretty awesome. We should make a separate row. I need to see what is in view for this. Okay. Well, raccoon is obviously going to be the best one, so... Unicorn's pretty good too. Let's move these out of the way. I thought that was going to be out of view. Yeah, that one's out of view. Who's out of view? That one. That one is out of view. Miracles! Ah! The miracle of life. I'm hearing the circle of life. What if it was like the triangle of life though? Then they wouldn't be able to sing those words anymore. I really like wanted to laugh at that. But my brain didn't find it funny. It's like I found it funny, but like it's like my brain thought that was hilarious. But my body was like, no. I forgot. I forgot what it's like to process information. My body is now moving instead of my brain. Apparently I can only do one thing at once. It's either the brain or the body. You know, this one just does not speak to me. It's like, one day this one will probably be my favourite one. I have that. Lots of things that I end up loving before are things that I'm like, nah, no thank you. Including, like, spirituality. I used to think when I was younger, that people who, like, did oracle, like, psychics, I thought that they were either naive or, deceptive. Like, either they're lying or they just think that it's true and it's not. So I kind of want to see 8-year-old me view my current self. She was still loving though. Well, define loving. Hey, ladybugs. Burgers, since we're talking about... I'm literally not ordering these. I mean it when my brain is not working. I'm just placing them on the table. What was I saying? Do I need to turn this off? Am I like... No, this is fun though. Some of you are questioning if you need to turn off what brings you joy because you don't see a purpose in it. I'm literally just placing cards on a table right now. But it's so fun. I feel like the reason I don't like drink alcohol or get high with weed or anything is because I don't need to. Like, it's not for health reasons. It's just because I get hyper and high on my own little bodily self. And also, please take everything that I'm saying in this state of mind not with weight. See? Just like people who are drunk. I've never been drunk though. I really want to know what I'd be like drunk. I feel like I'd either be really, like, too crazy, or I would just, I don't know, get depressed or be super silent. Maybe flip between the two. This is so satisfying. I feel like I'm doing a puzzle. What puzzle am I doing? I should shuffle them. Shuffle, shuffle. I saw that like a dance, but actually I didn't see it like that. I lied. I saw it like... I heard like a dance of markets. I meant to say a song, but more like a playlist than an actual song. Oh, I'm kind of loving this idea of me like zoning out and then just like saying anything. That might be my favorite thing. Yeah, and it's like I can just play with my cards and what I'm saying can still correlate because I can still shuffle. It can still correlate to the cards going down. So if you're watching it, then you can intuitively interpret what I'm saying and the cards that are going down in correlation with that. I need to burp. I burped. It felt like it went down to my belly. A burping belly. Imagine if bellies had like a mouth or like a hole and they could burp. I wonder how that would feel. Or like if I think I do that a lot. I noticed that and I almost tried to interpret it earlier in a reading. This isn't a reading anymore. This is the reading. I said, or maybe often I say like 2 words together, the same word twice, because it's like, I think my brain was Linksy too fast, maybe. My brain was perfect. My brain was my favorite brain. That's what I needed to say. See, success. Woohoo! Woohoo to my brain. I feel like I need to give someone a pat on the shoulder. Or a tap on the shoulder. Not a tap. Yeah, it's not like a pat. It's more like a jobble kind of poke. But it's like a poke, but with the aura of a pat. Yes. What do you know that's true that's not coming through? But you know it's true, but you're not one to do. Create. Oh, this idea I like of just saying anything. Sever those. Sever the tension between the spread and the head. The spread. It kind of makes me think of the root and the crown. No, it's way more cool than that. Oh, the last 4 come out together. I love that. That's so cute. Oh, I love the ones that ended it. They feel so perfect. Cougar, sea turtle, deer, and dragonfly. Assertive, protection, love, and magic. I wonder if I'll actually do this idea thing or if it was primarily just your reading. Because it correlates so well with what the reading was on about. And namaste.